I don't think that as a family we understood that for a long time, because we came from a family where a typical Irish family go out to work or get an apprenticeship. I got an apprenticeship, my sister got an apprenticeship, and it was kind of like, for a long time we didn't understand the sacrifices he made. And even now people see, the big stuff that he's achieved, but they don't realise that he didn't go out with his friends as a young man, he didn't party an awful lot, he gave an awful lot of that stuff up that most other young people do. So it's only now as he became bigger that we understood, oh, he actually sacrificed an awful lot, because you can see what the rewards are. So I think it was only at the beginning, when he was actually signed to the UFC, that we actually saw he made so many sacrifices. Well, what I admire about Conor is, and I would strive to be a little bit more like him, is he's very acceptant of who he is, and he's fully aware of himself and his own self-confidence, and I think that's something to be admired. He doesn't need other people's approval, and I think for young people, especially in social media, that they can fall victim of that, of trying to be somebody that somebody else wants him to be. And I think for Conor, he wanted to be an MMA fighter, regardless of what we thought that he should have been a plumber or he should have been a carpenter. He knew from that young age what he wanted to do, and I think that would be the biggest thing for young people, to go in and know what you want and to believe what you want. Yeah, we do get a lot of attention, and people always want to ask this question, like, what's it like to have a brother? And to me, it's just a brother. I'm very proud of him and my sister, regardless of whether they're a big superstar, and I'm very proud, as I said, of the fact that he was able to go within and believe in that self. When my mum stood at the end of the stairs and was trying to push him out the door, and he was like, no, I'm not going. And that takes an awful lot of courage to stand, especially when he had no money. And he wasn't earning anything, and to stand there and still keep on going. And as a businesswoman, you know how difficult that is when you feel like throwing the towel in.